ASU's shaky against the pass, and less than a minute to play. Arizona down 6, and it's the pass that'll hurt them. Nick Foles to David Douglas. That's your game-tying touchdown. Extra point, Alex Zendejas. Oh! James Brooks gets a hand on it. Mike Stoops has got a bad case of indigestion. Take another look. Brooks gets way up high and swats that one away. Dennis Erickson's squad still alive in the ballgame and for a potential bowl bid. We go overtime. Let's go second overtime. Each team with a field goal in the first. Cameron Marshall, he's got reservations for 6. 30-23 Arizona State after the PAT. Arizona's turn, and it's Foles to Douglas. The lateral, he races for the score, 30-29. It looks like we're going to triple overtime. Oh, no! It looks like Brooks again gets his hand on it. Arizona State walks off with the win. Incredible in this historic rivalry. One of the more memorable games, 30-29. Arizona's 4th straight loss, and it definitely may have helped get ASU a spot.
Game now, number 25, Northern Illinois taking on Miami of Ohio. That's the reward right there. Michael Haywood trying to win the MAC championship after his team really struggled last year. Looking to go up by 2 possessions with a field goal in the 3rd quarter. They fake the field goal. Mike Scherbenberg tries to run it, but stops short of the goal line, so he remains 20-14. Chandler Harnish to Willie Clark for a 39-yard touchdown. Northern Illinois up 21-20. 1:51 to play. 4th and 20 for Miami. Austin Boucher buys some time. His pass gets tipped, but still caught by Chris Givens. 31 yards, first down. Miami of Ohio still alive. Boucher says sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He was good on that one, though. Finds Armon Robinson. 33-yard touchdown pass. Take another look. How did Robinson get so wide open? Well, Devon Butler and Rashawn Melvin blitz in from the left side. Safety Tommy Davis had to guess, and he guessed wrong. And he leaves Robinson wide open for the touchdown. Miami goes up 26-21. Went for 2, didn't get it. Last chance for Northern Illinois now. Touchdown wins the game. Harnish flushed out of the pocket. You got to throw it up, but he gets sacked. Oh. Boucher, 29-46, 333 in the touchdown, and Miami's got the title. They're first since 2003 in the MAC. They're 15th overall. They went 1-11 last season. They go 9-4 this season, biggest turnaround in the bowl subdivision. They got outscored by 3 points per game when you break down their season. How did that happen? Well, when they lost, they lost. 4 of the Red Hawks' losses have been by 20 or more points. Illinois already bowl eligible. They've averaged 47 points per game in their last 5. They close out the regular season against Fresno State in Fresno. Pick it up, 3rd quarter, Illini down 9 on the 3rd and 9. Nathan Shieldhouse to A.J. Jenkins for the touchdown. The lead is just 2 after the extra point. Return possession for Fresno State. Ryan Colburn going to Rashard Evans. Bulldogs went for 2, but they didn't get it, so it's 25-17. First play of the 4th quarter. Shieldhouse keeps it himself, and there he goes. The Illini would go for 2, didn't get it. 25-23 Bulldogs. This game was 53-52 Fresno last year. 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs trying to run out the clock. A.J. Ellis comes up a bit short, but it's called a Fresno State first down. Looks like he was well short of the marker, but I guess they gave him 4.
College football final to get started. Reese Davis, Lou Holtz, and Mark May here. Newton and Auburn trying to earn their way to the national championship game, and Newton toasts Stephon Gilmore, who's a fine player but has had better days. Darvin Adams, 54 yards. Auburn up by a couple of touchdowns at 21-7, but just before the half, Stephen Garcia to Alshon Jeffrey. Gamecocks are going to get the ball back to start the second half, but there's still 7 ticks to go in the half. Bad kickoff by South Carolina, and here's Newton, Lou.
Well, he gets good time here. This is just a Hail Mary. Good protection, lobbed it up in the air. Unbelievable.
Darvin Adams, 51-yard touchdown catch. Adams had 7 catches, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half. And Mark, he dropped a couple of long balls, too.
And this is the one he concentrated on. He caught it. Knock it down. You're a defender for South Carolina. Don't bat it up in the air and give the offense a chance. But Auburn comes down with it. Touchdown going into half.
Yep, it tried to knock it down. Didn't get on the ground. Spectacular first half for Adams. 3rd quarter, the momentum had swung totally to Auburn, and Newton's looking for Emory Blake.
Fabulous pass protection the entire game. Right here, a perfect pass right on the money. Emory Blake takes it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, you know, when you get right down the goal line, maybe you want to give it to a running back who's a little stronger runner than your quarterback.
Oh, he is. Unbelievable.
Look at Newton. Antonio Allen is the bug. Newton's the windshield.
Some people pay for a ride like that.
Yeah, you have to get a ticket at the fair to have a ride like Allen got. Newton's second rushing touchdown of the game. He had a career high, 335 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Blake again, 56-17, a complete beatdown. Oregon never won a national championship in football. Hadn't played for one. They did go to the Rose Bowl last year. And frankly, the Ducks looked a little tight early. Had a bad exchange between Darren Thomas and Josh Huff. Keith Pankey recovers, and then Ryan Katz, Mark, would find Quiz Rogers.
Oh, terrific design play by head coach Mike Riley. Quiz Rogers, they wanted to get him open in the flat. They did. Touchdown for the Beavers.
Now in a 7-0 game, Darren Thomas would answer to Kenyon Barner.
Well, this is just a throwback here, and great adjustment to the ball by Kenyon Barner.
Point after was blocked, but the Ducks had taken a 9-7 lead. Here goes LaMichael James, the nation's leading rusher, would turn the corner from 8 yards out. Oregon leads 16-7. Third quarter. Now, 4th and 3, and Chip Kelly feels the need, Mayday, for a little spark.
A little trickeration, a special play here, a fake punt. But what a fabulous shot. Watch Michael Clay in the open field. He can go down for the first time, but whoops, look at the move right there. Picks up the additional yardage, takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. What an outstanding call by Chip Kelly, but well executed by special teams.
64 yards. Lou wanted it work here.
Well, because number one, look at the punter. He fakes it. Everybody's looking back here where the ball's going to be. I've never seen number 46, anybody in a 40 number, run that fast before.
And here's a little tunnel-looking screen to DJ Thomas. He came back toward the ball, shot right up in that gap, and scored. 23-7, Oregon on the roll. And now Oregon 23-13, trying to finish it off. Here goes Barner.
Oh, they have just so much speed, but the one group that's overlooked on that Oregon football team is their offensive line. They have played outstanding all year.
Not the Roses this time for a Pac-10 team. Instead, it will be the Tostitos national championship game. Ducks win it 37-20. Big Ten, these two have shared a conference, either Big 8 or Big 12 for the better part of a century. Rivalry began in 1912. Oklahoma leads the series in the 85-year meeting. Here goes Roy. Hello, Junior. Can I do it one more time, Mark?
Yep.
Hello. Goodbye. 66 yards, the longest touchdown run in Big 12 championship game history, breaking Darren Sproles' record, which is also, by the way, against Oklahoma. Sooners down by 10. Landry Jones deflected and picked off, Lou.
Oh, now this is why Ryan Burroughs is one of the best receivers in the country. He chases him down, strips the ball, Oklahoma recovers.
They wouldn't recover. Bo Pelini wisely challenged the ruling that Osborne was down. They're saying he still had enough control of the ball. Fellas with an N, keep the ball. Nebraska would capitalize. Rex Burkhead, quarterback in high school, running back by trade. His third touchdown pass in the last 2 games. Tyler Reed gets it 17-0. Taylor Martinez now 17-7. Nebraska driving. This would be the bugaboo for the Huskers. Turnovers, Travis Lewis gets it.
And this is a situation, if no one's wide open, you've got to be smart with the football in the red zone. Throw it away. Get the points on the board.
On the ensuing drive, 4th and 2, boot. Landry Jones, Mark, great call.
Outstanding call here, and he's showing his speed. Gets to the outside, smart, gets out of bounds, picks up the first down for the Sooners.
All right, after being down, Oklahoma got it back to 17-10. Here goes Halou, and this time it's Roy, puts it on the deck. Travis Lewis again. Somebody wants a helmet sticker. Somebody's conjuring Sooner magic. Here goes Jones again to the freshman Kenny Stills.
Oh, just a very nice throw there, but great protection as well.
And in the 4th quarter, that would set up a touchdown. Nebraska driving. Game tied at 20. Burkhead again in that Wildcat deal. And guess who recovered it? It's Lewis again. Ensuing Oklahoma drive, 4th and 1. They're going to throw for it, Mark. Landry Jones to Cameron Kenny.
Terrific call. Great execution on his play. Great protection. Wide receiver gets open, holds on for the first down.
Remember, Kenny had the big catch, a long touchdown in the Oklahoma State game last week. Burkhead again throwing it and trying to throw to Martinez, but a tremendous defensive play forces Nebraska to punt. Nebraska, one last chance, down 3. Martinez couldn't find his man, and Oklahoma does it again. The best matchup he could hope for in terms of marquee. Florida State, Virginia Tech. Christian Ponder hurt, couldn't go. Jimbo Fisher going with E.J. Manuel, very talented young quarterback, been picked off by Jaron Gavea with Winslow, pick 6.
And a terrific job by the Hokie defense. They were tied for second in the nation with 20 interceptions coming into this game. It's a ball-hawking defense by Bud Foster. They're taught extremely well if that ball's tipped.
Yeah, played by Bruce Taylor. That was just a flat-out effort play by Bruce Taylor to tip it. Jimbo Fisher talking with E.J. It's 14-10. Tyrod Taylor's the ACC Player of the Year, and you see why, Lou.
Well, not only that, they were 10 for 12 on third down, and I'm not talking about third and 1. I'm talking about third and long. They just make plays. Look, he sees a guy coming right up. He got so much quickness, good peripheral vision, quick release. That is why they won the football game. Third down conversion.
Virginia Tech had a 21-10 lead. Now it's 21-17. Boy, Jimbo's team kept fighting back. And Danny Cole, best known for that long catch against Nebraska last year, he was running free the whole game. 45 yards, 28-17, Hokie high. And then here goes Taylor again, making the Seminoles just grab for air, Mark.
And this is what he does. He's so elusive with the football and so smart with it and heady with it. He's not going to make a lot of mistakes. Only 4 interceptions on the season. But right here, he pulls it down and runs for the first down for the Hokies.
Taylor would have 263 yards passing, threw for 3 touchdowns, including this one to David Wilson. Let me tell you something. David Wilson's a weapon. Kickoff returns.
Yep.
What an athlete. Frank's going to get himself a Gatorade bath, and the Hokies do it. Pittsburgh needed a bunch of it. Needed everybody to lose except them. Taking on Cincinnati in the snow, and Dion Lewis had his best game of the year.
He definitely did. He was fabulous this game. He gets terrific blocking at the point of attack, and here he rushes for 30 yards for the first down.
And lead to a 2-yard touchdown run. Same score in the second quarter. Dion's going to run a lot farther this time, 76.
Well, he gets a great block there, and the receivers do a tremendous job. He's got the speed. It's hard to believe that he's running on snow because it did not affect him at all.
Ray Graham was a little banged up, so Dion got a bunch of carries, and he made the most of them. Really seemed to work his way into a rhythm. That was a nifty little run through the Bearcat defense. The Bearcats, who frankly appeared to be looking for the locker room at some points in the game.
It's warmer there.
Well, yeah. It's been a disappointing season for Cincinnati. 21 yards for the touch, 4 touchdowns, 261 yards for Lewis, career high in 6. West Virginia needed UConn to lose to South Florida. All UConn had to do was win. Bobby Evell batted into the air. Lawrence Wilson. Mark, this is the 4th pick 6 of the year for UConn.
Unbelievable. Randy Edsel, they get the breaks, but they coach their players to play hard. Very opportunistic on the defense.
The Con up by 7, 4th quarter after recovering a Husky fumble. Evell finding Dontavia Bogan. South Florida within 3. Over 3 minutes to go. Evell down 3, looks for Kevin Guidry, and oh, now the UConn fans are going, well, at least we've got Kemba Walker and Maya Moore. They can feel it slipping away. They know basketball season's on the way. Evell, Bogan, goal incomplete. So now South Florida's got to settle for the field goal attempt, and Mon Bonani hits the 22-yarder. We're tied at 16. Now UConn's got a chance. Zach Frazier, Kashif Moore.
Well, this was just a good adjustment here by Zach Frazier, enabled us to pick up 18 yards to the 42-yard line.
3rd and 3 now. Frazier, the Notre Dame transfer. Frazier's been benched a bunch of times in his career trying to lead the winning drive. Mistral Raymond had it, and now Dave Taggart, who beat South Florida on a field goal last year from 52 yards out. Have a seat, Maya and Kemba, at least for a few more weeks. The Con is headed to the BCS. SMU in Central Florida. First quarter, UCF in the red zone. Jeffrey Godfrey to Latavius Murray.
Well, Jeffrey Godfrey's a true freshman. Just done a tremendous job in leading this football team.
Now 10-0. Here goes Murray, Mark.
And look at Latavius Murray right there. Terrific blocking on the left side. Outstanding, completing the play. Doesn't get touched. Takes it in for the score, 36 yards.
17-0 UCF on its way in the 3rd quarter. SMU quarterback Kyle Padron has it ripped away by Josh Robinson. I guess you could say Padron the interception. Here comes Padron again. Look at this one. Again, over the top. Reggie Weems, 28 yards. UCF 17-7. They win Conference USA. What do you think of that? Another 10-win season for George O'Leary. Couple of conference titles for Washington and Washington State. Jake Locker came back to get his team to a bowl game. Huskies had to win their last 3. This is the last one they needed. Locker to Jermaine Kearse. 66 yards, and Sark's team completely in control. 21-7. Or so it seemed. 21-14. What a night Chris Polk had, Mark.
Outstanding. What a great cutback here. What a great move to cut away from the defender. He's going to go 57 yards for the touchdown. Huge plays for the Huskies in this game.
A career-high 284 yards on 29 carries. But boy, Paul Wolf's done a great job with Washington State. They've really improved. Jeff Toole to Marquise Wilson. Tied at 28. Drew Bledsoe pleased with the old alma mater. Contributions have to go up now, Drew. Buck 21 to go in the fourth. 4th and 1, and Steve Sarkisian goes for it. Polk gets into the secondary. Maybe it was because he was worried couldn't get Wazoo stopped with all that time on the clock, and then Locker to Jermaine Kearse.
Oh, what a great throw this is, and a better catch.
6 catches, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns in the winner. Washington is bowl eligible. 35-28. Watch your bowl selection special on Sunday.